Hello, people. This is your host and host Kranti once again, back with another new What If, and this is What If. Oh boy, aka Izuku Midoriya, the one and only Deku, had the Sharingan. Part 3. So in the last part, we finished the Cork apprehension test, and Deku is overwhelmed winner, but there are other people who won some kind of some other test. So we're gonna do to the USJ arc today. Okay, in the part 3. So like the original timeline, everybody from class 1A goes to the USJ and the villain comes and a bunch of portals opens and the villain attacks and everybody gets teleported, and Deku, he just activates his Sharingan and the shing. So yeah, it's like Sharingan, and he can see there's villains constantly attacking several students, and he can see everybody's chakra flow. I mean, in this universe, chakra is the Cork is the evolution of chakra. So pretty much many years of evolution, everybody has their individual Keke Genkai. Yeah, it's just if you think it like this, it kind of makes sense, I think. So Deku sees that there's everybody's fighting pretty much everybody, and he's okay, I gotta have to go and save. And he's in in the water area, and there is also Atsui, and there is also Minata, and he's okay, gotta have to save Aizawa Sensei, because he is he's getting beaten out by Shigaraki and Nomu, and the Hero 13 is taken out by Kurogiri, and so he's okay, gotta have to go there somehow. So what he does, he tells Asui, jump and take Minata and take me and jump. And Atsu is okay, why Deku? And he's just jump on the boat, and she takes them both and they jump, and Deku creates a lightning jutsu. Yep, he has a lightning release also. So yeah, he's gonna make bunch of shadow clones, not shadow clones, sorry. He's gonna make bunch of hand signs, and he's gonna be okay, lightning style, thunder, javelin, and he's gonna jump and shove it literally on the on the water, and everybody is getting electrocuted. And he says when he's doing that, Atsui and Minata is literally on the sky, because Atsui took a humongous leap, because Deku told her that, look, when I'm releasing my thunder style or my lightning style javelin, you right before the impact, you grab onto Minata and take the highest possible jump that you can possibly do, because I don't want you to get hit by electricity. It's okay, since it's my own jutsu, I won't get even if I get electrocuted through the water and through the metal, I wouldn't feel any pain, or I wouldn't feel any suffering. So it's better if you jump really, really high. So they made a plan like this, and she executed that. And after they fall, everybody in the villain, every water villain was on the water, they're pretty much knocked out. Well, one or two villain probably might have remained, and Deku says, hey, Asui, you and Minata can take care of them, yeah? And Atsui is yeah, I can take care of them. And Deku jumps and he proceeds to water walk. Yes, Deku already learned how to water walk. He knows how to control his chakra on his feet. So Atsui is whoa, damn, he can walk on water? And he just blitzes, he just runs, and he's okay, gotta have to go and save Aizawa Sensei and Hero 13 and 13 Sensei, and they're just going, and he's just going, and he's just running. And Deku, he's like really really good at taijutsu, because I mean, come on, why wouldn't you be? You have Sharingan, you would be really really OP in taijutsu. Everybody would be OP if they have taijutsu, if they have Sharingan. Everybody would be like super OP. Like imagine if Rock Lee had Sharingan, or even had Byakugan, and the level of taijutsu that he has. Yeah, he's not like his speed plus Sharingan means he's not getting hit, and you are getting hit by him a lot. And if you get hit by him a lot, bro, you're not gonna get hit up. Okay, it makes sense. Okay, so imagine that. Okay, so he's getting Sharingan and he has like Rock Lee level, like Chunin exam Rock Lee level taijutsu. That's pretty OP, I think. So he like pretty much like whether like every time he encounters a villain in the like on the way to going to Aizawa Sensei, he's like literally like knocking them out, like with several like few moves, dodging and weaving and striking them in their like weak point. It's kind of like how Madara like pretty much like carve stopped the allied force, like the allied shinobi force, when he like got first introduced, like that taijutsu battle, that what Madara did. It's not a taijutsu battle, it's a taijutsu rape that he did on the allied shinobi force. It's kind of like that, but not up to that mark yet, because I mean, come on, we don't want to make him Madara levels stupid OP yet. Okay, we might do that in future. So he's gonna like go and he's gonna like curb stomp pretty much everybody, and he reaches there and he sees like Aizawa Sensei badly hurt and kind of like saying like, I'm hurt. Yeah, okay, Aizawa would never do that, but he's kind of like really really hurt, and Deku is like, okay, Sensei, you're tapping out, I'm going in and I'm gonna take care of this. And Aizawa is like, no, Midoriya, go and hide and help the other students, I can take care of this. And Deku says, no, Sensei, if you kill the head of the snake, the body dies. Let me kill the head of the snake. So he's going and he takes like, he does like a fighting pose, and he tells Shigaraki, oi, hands, you fight with me now. And Shigaraki is like, what, kid? What are you saying? You dare ask me for a fight with you? You are worthless. And he just like calls like bunch of like small villains, and like the villains try to attack Deku, and Deku creates like a fire style. He creates like bunch of like shadow clones. He creates like 4 shadow clones, and he creates like a new jutsu, which is, I don't think anybody did that, but I'm gonna make it up. Fire style, flaming vortex tornado. And basically it's like 4 shadow clone like shoots like phoenix flower jutsu, or like regular phoenix flowers jutsu, and literally creates like a fire tornado from like, because it's like a boxed in position, and all the villains that were like coming to him, they're severely burned and they're knocked out. And Shigaraki, after seeing this, is like, oh kid, let's have some fun. And Shigaraki says, I'm gonna touch you now. Okay, that sounds creepy, like pedophilic, but he just like, it's a massive fight. It's like, imagine Shigaraki trying to touch Deku, and Deku is like dodging and weaving, because Aizawa told him, Midoriya, do not let him touch you. If we let him touch you, he's gonna like decay you. His palm, avoid his palms at all. And Deku is like, okay, I can do that. I don't need to touch his palm, but I can touch it. I can like kick him. I can punch him on his gut or on his head. I can knock him out. And it's like an awesome taijutsu battle. Shigaraki is trying to touch him, and he's like dodging and weaving and using like bunch of jutsu. And while doing that, like Shigaraki literally touches him, and Deku's body is slowly crumbling and crumbling and crumbling, and Deku and that body poops, and boohoo, it's a shadow clone. Deku has, or like Shigaraki is, or like has been fighting a shadow clone for like last 10 minutes, and he's like, what, Nani? What happened? Did I just kill him that instantaneously? But this is not how it's supposed to be meant. And Deku, like from further distance, says, "Oi, hands!" Now the real fight begins, and Shigaraki looks like into the left, and he says, like the real Deku, along with other 3 shadow clone. Yes, we're gonna do that. Okay, makes like a bunch of signs, and there's like a humongous like lightning like sign. Yeah, like it used like lightning energy there, and he creates a new jutsu. Yeah, I'm gonna make that Chidori, lightning style, Chidori, net. Basically, it's like bunch of like not Chidori net. That's lame. Oh no, yep, lightning style, Chidori, Trident, and basically 3 people like from 3 direction. Like it's a pincer attack, because the shadow clone disappeared from 3 different directions, from the left, from the further left, from the further right to that left. 3 Dekus come. One is the real one, other 2 is shadow clone. They come, and they're coming like super fast to give like a lightning like Chidori strike to Shigaraki, and Shigaraki is confused who is the real Deku. So he tries to touch the 2 Deku, and both of them being like the shadow clone, and they poofed, and the real Deku just comes from down, because he knows Earth style too. He's gonna like Earth style headhunter jutsu, and he uses like a Chidori uppercut on Shigaraki's jaw, permanently disfiguring his like right side of his face. Yeah, Shigaraki in this timeline has a humongous big visible scar from Deku's Chidori uppercut from the ground. We're gonna do that because it's ninja. I mean, come on, if you've seen Naruto, you know shit like this happens. It's gonna like literally give him the like from the Earth style, because he was hiding in that. Those 3 are also shadow clones. Yeah, so basically he made like 6, not 6, sorry, he made like 7 shadow clones. So he made that, and Shigaraki is like massively hurt. And after that, Deku smiles. It's like I knew that you can only decay from 2 sides. If I keep busy with both of your hand, if I keep both of your hand busy, I can attack you from a side that you would never expect, which is from the ground. And Shigaraki is like, you kid, now you made me mad. Now I'm gonna kill you. Kurogiri, bring out the Nomus. And he summoned the Nomu, yeah, and not Nomus. He's gonna summon 1 Nomu, because I mean, come on, it's gonna be Shippuden era Naruto fight. We're not gonna go to like, it's not gonna be like original Naruto fight where it's like real fight choreography is like way complex, because Shippuden era fights, they're like, okay, who has biggest chakra, who has the biggest chakra battery wins the battle. I mean, it's fun, it looks flashy, but that's not that fun. I like the original timeline Naruto's battles because they are complex. The fight choreography is amazing. Okay, so Deku, he brings out the Nomu, the original Nomu, but the Nomu is like more buffed up, and like Sasuke uses like, okay, Okay, we're gonna do this, and he uses like bunch of Chidori's, like the 3 pincer attack, Chidori attack again, but it doesn't do that much because it heals. Sasuke's like, okay, so you are gonna be difficult to take on, okay? So what he does, he uses, like, activates his Sharingan, and he sees, like, he is like literally like watching the chakra flow, and he sees that the weakness of the Nomu is on his head. So he's like, okay, I can do this. So he activates a bunch of other like hand signs, and he uses like fire style, Phoenix Flame Jutsu. No, not Phoenix Flame. Fire style, Phoenix Flame Jutsu. Upward. Basically, he uses like bunch of like flame jutsu, and he's like throwing bunch of like 8 or 12. He uses like 12 individual fireballs, which lands on the ground, hits on the Nomu, and after hitting the Nomu, it's just the Nomu is like nothing happen, and the flame explodes on impact, and then the Nomu is like not like the Nomu is healing. It's like exploded, but it's still healing. But the flames are going like upward. It's not like the flames are still remaining, and it's going upward and upward. And yeah, the since the roof, and I'm gonna make in this timeline the USJ's roof is an open roof, so it creates like, okay, we can do this, but it's nothing happening. So he opens a scroll from his backpack, and he summons a katana. Yeah, and he uses, okay, we're gonna do this, and he creates lightning style, lightning blade. He literally coats the katana in lightning, and it looks like a blue lightsaber, and he's just like, lightning style, lightning cloak. And in the last episode I said that he can hold the lightning cloak style for like 5 or 10 seconds. I'm gonna make that into 30 seconds because the Nomu is super fast too. I mean, All Might, he was fast enough to keep up with All Might. So yeah, so he's gonna like literally cut the Nomu into shreds with his lightning blade, and he's like, as he's cutting, he's dodging, and he's like activating Sharingan and everything. While doing that, he sees that, like, he remembers all of his like trauma, that he's an orphan and everything, and he activates his like Mangekyo Sharingan. Yeah, he activates the Mangekyo Sharingan because he sees Aizawa dies in front of him because of blood loss. Yes, in this timeline, I'm gonna get Aizawa Sensei killed because of the attack. I know it doesn't happen, but this line will happen. When he realizes this Aizawa Sensei doesn't have any chakra flow, he activates his Mangekyo Sharingan, and as he's like activating that, he literally is cutting the Nomu into like several pieces, and the Nomu is like trying to regenerate, and he activates his Mangekyo Sharingan, and he looks at the Nomu, and he says this word, Amaterasu, and the Nomu is like covered in black flames, and the Nomu is just dying, and Shigaraki and Kuruge is like baffled. And after doing that, all the heroes come, and Deku is unconscious, and he's bleeding from both of his eyes because he overused them. And all the heroes come, and they're like shooting, like the hero snipe is shooting Shigaraki's hand because he was just about to like kill, like decay Deku, but they were like going away. And Deku is still unconscious, but he can still see that the villains are trying to get away, and he creates like another small jutsu, lightning style, lightning bullet, and he literally shoots like a thunder bullet or like lightning bullet. It's like kind of like shooting lightning from your fingertips, but it's kind of looks like a bunch of like kunais. Yes, he shoots a lightning kunai super fast and like shoots Shigaraki in the back, and Shigaraki is paralyzed, and he doesn't get and the Kurogiri like takes him on, and Shigaraki is like badly hurt by Deku. Like Deku was aiming to kill him from like his back, but Deku's energy wasn't that like up to that level, because his chakra, he depleted all of his chakra, plus he activated like Mangekyo Sharingan and everything, and he's like super emotional and he's super tired. He can't like finish the job, but he got pretty close and he almost killed Shigaraki. And after that, everybody realized that Aizawa Sensei died, and Deku is unconscious. His eyes are bloody, like he's bleeding from his eyes, and like there are other casualties too. Like a lot of like students are super duper hurt. So UA is on complete like lockdown, and the media is scrutinizing UA and Nezu says in the press conference, not a single of our students got killed, but in the midst of attack, one of our colleague, Shoto Aizawa, the Eraserhead, died. He gave his life to protect all of his students. Yeah, right. It was Deku. It wasn't him. But to protect his life like a hero would do. Villains, no matter how strong they get or how powerful they get, the heroes will always prevail. The hero society will always prevail, because we will give our life to protect everyone and every citizen. So this is for Aizawa, the hero, Eraserhead, and everybody bows down. And it's kind of like how the scene was kind of like how everybody felt like when the third Hokage died. Everybody from class 1A is like really sad by the fact that Aizawa Sensei, their homeroom teacher, died trying to protect them. But, well, they did not know it was Deku. Pretty much he was like out of count from the midway in the fight. But Deku blames himself for that the most. He says like, if only I was quicker, if only I acted better, if only I didn't play with the opponent, and if only I had killed them instantaneously, I could have prevented Aizawa Sensei's death. And Ida says, no, Midoriya, you are the one who rushed in there and you tried to protect him. Never do that. And Deku blames himself, and he's gonna blame himself for a very long time, and he's gonna internally he's gonna blame himself a lot. And other bunch of the girls Momo cries, Uraka cries, Jiro, she's pretty cool, she doesn't cry, but the invisible girl cries invisible tears, and Deku is like, I have to get stronger, and I'm gonna kill you, Shigaraki. I'm gonna kill you, Tomura Shigaraki. And while doing that, when we're gonna go to the villain's perspective, and All For One sees that Tomura Shigaraki is super duper hurt, but he calls Dr. Ochako and says, when my apprentice wakes up, I think you should prepare for the operation, cause he has the bloodlust to become my vessel. And after that, we cut back to the hero side. And Deku is training, and he he remembers the fight when he wakes, and he remembers that he has new set of power, and he looks and he activates the Mangekyo Sharingan. And when he activated the Mangekyo Sharingan, there was one Uchiha tablet that he didn't he couldn't read previously with his 3 Tomoe Sharingan, but now he can read, and he can read that this is Mangekyo Sharingan, the ultimate evolution to Uchiha's power. And this jutsu, this Keke Genkai, this set of eyes, this set of Mangekyo Sharingan eyes is the pinnacle of Uchiha's power. It gives you a lot of ability like Susanoo, Genjutsu ability like Koromatsuhigi, and other abilities. Also, certain Mangekyo Sharingan has certain abilities. One has Amaterasu, the black eternal flame. Some has Kamui, which is another dimension. Some has I don't know what Shishui's has. Kurohitsumagi, like a unescapable genjutsu. Then there's other genjutsu like Izanami and Izanagi. So everybody, and Deku reads it, and Deku is he reads the last line. But continuous uses of Mangekyo Sharingan will render an Uchiha permanently blind unless he puts another set of Mangekyo Sharingan on his eyes, and that his eyes become the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. And Deku can't find that because nobody beside him has Mangekyo Sharingan in this world. So he's gonna be no matter what happens, I'm gonna kill every single villain who attacked in the USJ arc, because they took Aizawa Sensei from us. It doesn't matter even if we go become blind. So Deku is gonna become kind of a vigilante. Not vigilante, but he will have a mindset of a vigilante, and he's gonna kill from this day forward. So after this, we're gonna do the Stain arc in part 4. In part 4 of What If Deku had the Sharingan. But before I go, this is your host and host Kranti once again saying ta-ta, bye-bye. And remember to check out my other videos. I also make music. If you want, you can check them out. I do it for fun. If you like them, please share them and comment and subscribe, and check out my other what ifs too. There are a lot more, and there are a lot more what ifs, and there are a lot more what if movies also. If you want to check them out, please feel free to check them out and subscribe and share my content if you like them. And this is your host and those saying ta-ta, bye-bye, signing off. And remember this, sharing is caring, and subscribing means you just love me. Bye-bye.